suis à l'aéroport à Roissy-Charles de Gaulle et je me prépare à prendre l'avion pour aller au Sud-Soudan avec Solidarité Internationale. Je sais pas trop ce qui m'attend là-bas. Je vous raconte ça quand j'arrive là-bas.
Je viens d'arriver à Djouba, la capitale du Sud-Soudan. On est passé par l'Éthiopie avant. Et demain, on va prendre un avion de l'ONU qui va nous emmener à Malakal. Et à Malakal, on va prendre un bateau qui va remonter le Nil Blanc pour arriver à notre destination finale.
Hey! Hello! Nice to meet you!
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I am Timothy.
Baptiste.
Welcome to Malakal.
Thank you.
Just for you to know, South Sudan is a country that gained independence in 2011 from Sudan.
Okay.
This is after a long time of war.
Yeah.
So if you look for somebody who is like 50 years today, what he has known in his life is fighting almost every day.
Okay.
So-
You never know the peace before.
Exactly. And now here we are in Malakal. As you can see, it's deserted.
Yeah.
A lot of war has happened since 2012. And then in 2016, another big one. Everybody ran away.
Okay.
Because it was big fighting and they ended up in the protection of civilian. So you'll be hearing about POC.
Okay.
This is where we are going now.
Okay.
Life is starting to come back,
Yeah.
but not compared to before.
Sorry.
So it will be a very, very gradual process, but everything is really backed on the peace deal.
Cross the finger.
Exactly.
Tonight I stay here.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's mainly where the humanitarian workers are staying,
Okay.
this section. And the other section, civilians, those who are displaced from the Malakal town. So this is where you will stay
Okay.
for the night.
Yes.
This is a bunker.
Banca.
Yeah. You want to see? You
Yeah.
run here. This is the bunker. We really take security serious here. And in the case of an attack, you are supposed to run to this place. We have several of this type in different corners of the settlement. It's a bit scary now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah. But I think it is good. It's been used, I
Yes.
think, once so far.
Ça, c'est les bunkers. En fait, dès qu'il y a une attaque, s'il y a une attaque, on rentre tous ici.
Et vous pouvez voir là, c'est des énormes sacs remplis de terre pour notre sécurité. Voilà.
Hi, welcome, welcome. Hi, how are you?
Very good.
Hi.
Thank you, thank you. How is
Please
everything?
meet Baptiste.
Baptiste, nice
Hi,
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Sami.
Ouais, nice to meet you.
So Samuela is our field coordinator.
Okay.
He's responsible for all of Upper Nile.
You have the boss to Malakal.
Yes.
So in this PUC, according to the official registration, more than 32,000 IDPs are living currently.
What's the biggest problem here?
People very congested and they have their small places. They're only just living here and they don't have anything to do. Only some few people might have some jobs in the humanitarian, like as a driver or as a cook, but the rest just they are only relying on the humanitarian services.
Je sais pas si vous voyez bien la couleur, mais voilà l'eau qui circule dans le camp. Même dans les films, si tu voulais la faire ultra chimique, tu pourrais pas la faire aussi sale.
Je suis avec Nassif, qui est la chef des femmes du camp où on est.
Et qui me raconte, vous verrez dans la vidéo, qui me raconte un peu tout ce que c'est d'être une femme dans un camp de réfugiés. C'est vraiment pas évident.
What is the situation for the women in the camp?
hukweswe yani maze zaman yani hukweswe maze eljina hasa kweswe
What kind of danger women can have in?
ko kan ki yuk ko kan ki gën ma chama ñagon maze el awela ber baba shik mara واحد baba shik hasa kwes
And what is your action, like shift of the woman?
Tinga man yani طبعا لازم مغرجي مغني كشكاوي يعني مثلا نمي منظمة كبرنت يعني باودجي أنا نيكوب عشان جبني كوب بعد أنا كلبس أنا نيكوب في جنان عايز للمنظمة.
What is really good is the resilience of the population.
Yeah.
You know, it is not easy to be displaced, leave your everything, lose. And you see they are trying to have a normal life.
It's a small town with nothing.
Exactly. Life can be so challenging. And you know, this is where now the humanitarian aspect comes into play.
Yeah.
Life is going on day by day. And if we are able to restart again, that can be a big difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
J'ai vu beaucoup de choses auxquelles je m'attendais, mais en fait de les voir en vrai, c'est tout ce que j'ai vu, les voitures de l'ONU, de toutes les ONG, l'organisation, les couvre-feux, les bunkers en cas d'attaque, etc. C'est des choses qu'on voit dans les films, qu'on voit dans les reportages, dans le JT. Mais d'y être, il y a une sensation de... Est-ce que c'est réel? Est-ce qu'il y a vraiment un danger?
Là, on est dans la ville de Malakal. Donc, la ville de Malakal, c'est une ville qui a été en guerre pendant 6 ans et qui était une des deuxième ou troisième plus grosse ville du Sud-Soudan. Elle a été prise plus de 12 fois. Je ne sais pas si vous aimez. Prise, reprise, plus de 12 fois. Donc, ça a toujours été la guerre. Du coup, tous les gens qui vivaient là sont partis vivre dans le camp qu'on a vu hier. On ne peut pas trop filmer. On est assez suivi là-dessus par les militaires qui font très attention à ce qu'on filme.
So we are going to our former SI office.
Ok.
We worked here since 2009.
Ok.
And after the war broke out in 2013, we had to leave. The population left, everything was destroyed. This is another section. So all of them were supporting the operations in this place. Ouch! This is the pump, water pump. So this is part of it. And these are some of the tools we had for the water supply. As you can see, we had different parts of the compound, and this is one of it. More people are returning. Also keep in mind, Malakal is a transit town. People stay here for a few days, and then they go out to other places. But the real inhabitants, as you can see, most of the homes are still empty.
Okay. C'est assez fou de se dire que les gens vont quand même venir revivre ici et il n'y a plus rien, ça a été abandonné, une ville fantôme.
Normally, WFP is doing food distribution.
Ok.
Really, it's difficult in terms of logistics to reach to the areas.
Thank you.
There is one boat.
There's a boat.
Voilà par où on passe pour partir du bateau. Vous pouvez voir, il y a des bateaux de plusieurs ONG.
Des crocodiles et des hippopotames et sur les berges il y a même des black mamba. Allez!
You need help?
Là, c'est un peu la merde. Hein. Ouais. Oui, c'est la qualité de... L'essence est pas bonne, il y a de l'eau dedans. Donc en gros, le moteur déconne parce qu'il y a eu de l'eau dedans. Quoi. take the tractor?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is it. 3 hours will be on this one, right?
Yeah, 24.
We are going to Habroj, where we have just left is Kondok, which is the capital of Fasonda. Fasonda is mainly the kingdom of the Shilluk people. This area has got mine. Okay? But don't worry, the drivers know. And they keep the truck. They don't go outside everywhere. These were used during the war between the North, the Sudan, and the South.
Okay.
So the big town like this one, they'll put mine
Around
around.
for the people don't get out.
Yeah, no people to come and attack.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes. So a lot like the big town, always mine everywhere.
Et on a 4 heures de voyage comme ça, à travers un chemin bien précis dans la Pampa, parce que voilà, comme je vous disais, il y a des mines. Ouais.
New tattoo.
Après 4 heures, un peu plus de 4 heures de tracteur dans la boue, nous voilà arrivés à Bourotch. Là on est dans le campement de Solidarité Internationale. Et on a traversé vraiment la brousse avec les tracteurs. En vrai c'était dingue, mais wow, j'ai plus de cul en fait. J'ai plus de cul.
Can I have a question from you?
Yeah.
How many liters are you using in Paris in 24 hours?
Maybe per person per day, I say 50 or 90, something
What?
like that. Yeah.
Oh, you know, here we are struggling just to provide 15 liters per person per day
For everything.
for everything. Bathing, drinking water, cooking, for everything.
Wow.
The population is relying on this swamp.
Okay.
This is a seasonal swamp which is filled by the rain.
Normally there are no water here.
During the dry season, no.
Yeah.
It's just to start with the rainy season.
Il faut savoir qu'ici, là, tout ce que vous voyez, là, il y a de l'eau partout. Mais en saison sèche, c'est sec de chez sec, comme ça. Et il n'y a absolument plus du tout d'herbe, plus rien, pas d'eau. Et c'est un vrai problème qu'il y a. Là, pour l'instant, le problème, c'est la boue et les inondations. Mais en saison sèche, c'est tout l'inverse.
You remember Kodak?
Yeah.
We were tracking the water from there during the dry season up to here. It's 37 kilometers from there.
Wow.
Every day 100 cubic meters with 4 to 5 tracks. So yeah,
Wow, okay.
this is one of the water treatment plant.
Yeah.
From the surface you see the rainwater. You will see it here.
It's the dirty water.
It's the dirty water, you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just put aluminum sulfate for
Okay.
filtration of the turbidity. But it seems clean.
Yeah.
It takes like 4 hours.
So for
For-
this one or this one?
Yeah, it's not ready for drinkable.
Okay.
From here, you see that one?
Yeah.
We put it in that.
Okay.
Then we do the chlorination. It takes 30 minutes to be ready for distribution. In the camp, we have 4 water points. We call this
Four water
one
point, okay.
SWAT,
SWAT.
surface water treatment.
Okay.
We have 4 in different places because people should have access to the water.
So you can
see the water?
drink. Yeah.
Is it
It's
the same
clean.
water?
And you can drink it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Is it different?
No, it's like water in France.
Oh, good. We are taking the sample of water to just make sure that we are providing the water in quantity and quality to have the safe water.
Okay, perfect. How many times you go to per day or per week to go to take water?
4 times.
4 times per day? Wow. And what's the difference between now and the dry season? Ah oui, ça divise par 4. Ok. Great.
Là, on est dans l'école d'Abourach et dans ce camp, il y a 600 enfants qui sont à l'école. 600 enfants, c'est énorme.
We are at school.
We are currently at the school.
Okay.
We are going to one of the class to see what is the SI staff want to conduct a hygiene promotion with the children.
Ok.
Là, on est en train d'apprendre aux enfants comment bien se laver les mains. Et croyez-moi, moi perso, je me lavais mal les mains. Since you start the communication towards the end, they are less sick or not?
Yeah, since we start now, there is no even sick. So because they are practice, they are washing their hand. When they wanted to eat the food, they are washing their hand. Okay. So also after they visiting the latrine, they are washing their hand. So there is some improvement now. There is no even sick. So it is reduced now.
Okay.
Ah, Johnny kid. So you go up and can you that look at dingo? When Sabona would. Aha, I go up a minute in the come watching Daniel look at it. I'll do it. Tingmal. Hi.
Here we are in Abrach, an IDP settlement. Currently, it is hosting around 10,000 people.
And why they come here? Why they leave to a village?
The farther they can go away from the crisis, the better. So this was a better place because it's farther from the Western Bank, but also it's closer to Sudan. In case something happens, they can cross.
Here we are in the market. The supplies are coming from Sudan. Only these supplies are coming during the dry season.
Okay.
So they try to make something with their life after that. So that's why you see some businesses. You have got small shops like the coffee shops.
Yes, it's like a town.
Yes.
It's becoming
a town.
Because you know, for 10,000 people, they also need some
basic items. Do you want to try coffee?
Yeah.
This way, take this way. Yeah, this is one of the.
Shukran.
It's good. You come from Aburach? What was your feeling when all these people arrived? And what's it changed in your life, this arrival of this lot of people? And do you want people leave or do you want people stay to Aburach? They want that. Et là, c'est le village avec les maisons faites en chaux, quoi, d'ici. avec l'argile qu'il y a dans la rivière.
Salam alaikum.
Tamam.
Nice to meet you.
Ida kwes? Ida kwes?
Ujidi.
Mama. Ujidi.
Mày mất cái quên liền quên cái bên
You need to cut this.
So we got to.
Okay.
I need some water to wash.
What are you doing before you leave?
mình zaman ya ci ga chuol o ko bon wo ka do go kay tifal ani tifal kan wal fission kan dia MC wonja ke bo.
Okay, you are an artist like me. Because me in France, I'm comedian.
Kam ba kuni ba fanan to kuni
I don't sing. I play. What do you need?
kala la luje na lo ga daga ma ya go ke sha go ye cha ne di gon nga ge lo gi yan ge tara duga po jwa ka nyin wad mo go go wa ge pere ka shu gi ji wa sang ju di wa o di pe ni ka kariba wa re bi ju di wa o di pe ni ka.
3 plats, ça va être frit. Ça, c'est la même chose que là, mais avec du citron. Et là, c'est avec de l'ail et des oignons.
Men ba wa nga ni ngo chola lo shi u bun
Lucia.
And how old are you?
una ba bi ngwen.
Wow.
19. So you know the country without war.
Ba pan en ade wonen wallahi wo ko le jok wo wana kay je taw dong pin ana bota bot
How did you mandate to here? How did you come to here?
wallahi jiso joja
Alone or with other people?
wo ga je mok en yeah
How many days?
yi wora jang pier awana pan ku je dong jan ma ga taw.
Tell us about the Shilluk Kingdom.
Oh, ba je cha pur. O je cha wok dogir je cha wadagi. Dan cha gu ken. Dan cha ke gat ke pi tere wuje. Pegene yai penyo por ga kan. Ango de me de ko makana.
I am not a Shilluk. I would like to have the same. How do you put it?
Ni kene tai. Ka ngole ne. I cha kiu. I nya tak. Matak kabat. Ko.
What does it mean?
Man me tai ba dojo. Ken wa donya wa ka da ba chong bul. Uyi kwai. Uyi ko ga ya ba chola. Uyi ba de jor ma ga ba chola.
But some don't have.
Jangan ne ba tai. Don't want wo ba tieng ka wo do. Wo cha ka tai.
We pray one day there is peace and you'll be able to go back home.
Doi.
Voir ces gens avec le sourire, la banane, c'est motivant en fait pour tout, en fait c'est motivant pour nous. On se dit ok, j'ai rencontré ces gens-là, j'ai plus le droit de me plaindre ou quoi que ce soit, mais aussi c'est motivant pour les aider, pour trouver des solutions pour que ça aille mieux pour eux, quoi.
Good morning.
Hey, bonjour.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
No
I checked.
snake?
No snake.
Uh-huh.
No scorpion. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah oui, c'est coup de reine.
Voilà, petit lavage dedans. Je vais vous montrer les toilettes, ça vaut le coup quand même. Et ça donne ça. Tire sur la petite ficelle, on ouvre le clapet et là il y a des grosses cuves avec juste un petit trou pour faire ses besoins. Tout se joue sur les cuisses. C'est vraiment un jeu de squat qu'il faut avoir. Et j'avoue que ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas fait de squat et la première fois était un peu compliqué. Les douches sont ici. On remplit notre seau d'eau ici. On se lave donc comme vous l'aurez compris au seau. Ça, c'est le seau qu'on utilise et en période de saison sèche, on a le droit à un seau pour se laver et faire sa lessive. On a de la chance, on n'est pas en période de saison sèche. Ce qui est assez fou de se laver avec si peu d'eau, c'est de se rendre compte que déjà c'est largement suffisant pour se laver et on se rend compte de la quantité d'eau gâchée qu'on utilise comme chez nous en France avec les douches. Voilà les tentes. Donc le camp, il y a plein de petites tentes comme ça. C'est très sommaire mais c'est très, très confortable. On a un lit avec un matelas et une moustiquaire qui est indispensable, croyez-moi, le soir. J'ai jamais vu autant d'insectes de ma vie.
We are here. We have a very small host population.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there's a big swamp. They're not able to cross the other side to get water from the swats. So we arrange for them also how to treat their water. So we do water filtering.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the
Hello.
same system. How are you? How are you? Nice to meet you. Take the water.
Yeah, so this chemical, it will allow to aggregate all the turbidity. You can see the reaction.
Oh yes.
So she will use this stick to...
Pour les villages qui est juste derrière moi, ils vont chercher l'eau et en fait ils la ramènent dans des sortes d'énormes buckets. Et vous pouvez voir, ça c'est de l'eau qui vient d'arriver et on les purifie avec des sachets de produits chimiques qu'on met dans l'eau et ensuite on va filtrer cette eau et rajouter un peu de chlorine pour qu'elle soit consommable.
See all the waste that was inside the water, that we are able to remove this by this process.
Tout ce que vous voyez, toute l'importance de l'eau propre ici va disparaître et malheureusement créer aussi un problème. Et tout ça, c'est une question de fond. Si vous voyez cet épisode et que vous vous dites « Ah, j'hésitais à le faire et tout », donnez à Solidarité Internationale. Mais précisez que c'est pour le Sud-Soudan.
I know you had a choice to go to many countries.
Yeah.
Why did you choose here?
For many reasons. The first reason, it's my mother. She takes care about migrants, refugees, and she helps them. And a lot of people come from Sudan, and it's an occasion for me to come here to see what happened and to have the good arguments about, okay, listen to me, I know the subject.
I have been there, and I know why they are.
Exactly.
I know not many people who know the difference between Sudan
and South Sudan. Yeah.
But now you know.
Oh yeah. I know. Because you come from Kenya?
I'm from Kenya.
Okay.
And after that, I've been to other different countries in West Africa, say Liberia, Sierra Leone, Bangladesh, Ethiopia.
And why you are engaged in humanitarian?
For me, it's this heart of helping.
Yeah.
And this was really a perfect way of fulfilling yourself. It makes me happy, and I don't think I can fit another place.
Let's see.
Rice. It's good. What you want?
Sammy, you don't look good.
I feel a bit sick.
Oh, come on. Again.
What do you have?
The symptoms, malaria.
Oh no.
Yeah. I went through.
You have to eat something.
Yeah,
drink some water. You have to try.
Hey, if you feel bad, tell us.
Yes. So when I have this feeling, I cannot eat. You know, I don't have appetite.
You eat the right
Yes, but
one.
you need to force you.
Yes.
Really,
No,
you need take energy.
Le cordeau terrain de Solidarité Internationale a le paludisme, donc du coup il faut qu'on rentre à Malakal pour qu'il puisse se faire soigner. C'est donc l'heure de quitter Abu Roch et bientôt le Sud-Soudan. I think we're sitting like that. Sure.
Come Tim.
Yes, I choose this. Assalamualaikum. Walaikum salam.
Did you like it? Coming to South Sudan?
Yeah. It's a huge experience, and I have a lot to tell about this country when I come from in France, and I hope I will arrive motivates people to give. And for Sammy, it's gonna be very difficult because we have 5-hour tractors and boats. So, it's the end.
It's that time.
Yes, that time. Thank you a lot for everything.
Thank you to you for the visit.
It was an experience, an incredible experience, and I hope people in France gonna understand what happened here. And I hope you're gonna be better.
He has to be. He has to be better. Thank you, safe flight.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
I hope to see you someday.
Come in Paris.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.